Yo, what's going on, guys? No, we're not in the mountains just yet. It is a week exactly. It's Friday today, so I will be in Gatlinburg a week from now. I'm sure you guys are watching this on Saturday or Sunday, but it's so close. I'm so excited. But anyway, today I thought I would record something because kind of needed to put some content out there, and I don't have a whole lot that I can do with the LS right this second. Wanted to put something out where we talk about basically what's going on in Gatlinburg and what to expect in the mountains. So let's get into it. God damn. Fucking Christ. If you couldn't tell, it's raining really bad. I guess we're getting the side effects of whatever this hurricane is that's rolling through. I hope everybody in Louisiana, Texas, Florida, everywhere is doing okay. Because, I mean, I'm in Kentucky and it's raining here, so it must be pretty fucking bad down there. So, what I have here is something very exciting. But before we get to that, let me just explain why I'm not doing something with this right now. So as you guys saw in the last video, if you didn't watch the last video, I removed the rear subframe with the intention of doing solid subframe bushings, the rear up control arms, basically just cleaning everything up a little bit. Now to get the old bushings out, I'm gonna need to drag this thing out there and pretty much just set those on fire, which I was hoping was gonna be a video this weekend, and well, all of that is happening. So if it ends up raining all weekend, I'm not going to be able to do this. And I am not going to set a fire in here because it's going to take quite a while for those old bushings to burn out. And I don't particularly want a fire going in here and this place to fucking stink like shit, as well as all of the merchandise that's in here as well. So if it doesn't stop raining, I'm not going to be able to do anything with that. And my spindles are not going to be here until Monday. So there may not be any LS content this weekend. But that's why we have this video. Alright, now back to this magical box that is right here. If you guys hadn't noticed, see this? See this right here? It's a new shirt. We have the new drop. The new drop. I haven't even announced this other than right now. This is part one of the new drop. Right here's the front, nice little left chest. Some nice Japanese writing on here. I know you guys have been waiting for it. Finally doing something that is very heavily Japanese. It says LEP Automotive and Night Drive. This is actually Night Drive in Japanese. And if you are Japanese or you read Japanese and that doesn't say that, please let me know. Alright, so I'm gonna pull one out and show you guys really quick. Alright, so, see in the front, you know, nice little left chest. Sorry, this is the worst way to show off the shirt ever. I am one-handed right now and have no help. But let me show you the back. Oh, well, that didn't work. Oh, there's a little bit of a tease. Oh, some red in there. You know, I'm sticking to a little bit of a theme with red right now. God damn. So, what you are seeing is part one of the new drop for the start of September. I had these specifically for Gatlinburg. I decided not to make a shirt that actually says Gatlinburg or Slammed Enough or September 5th or September 6th because I didn't want to make the same mistake that I did for Riverside, which if you guys have been living underneath a rock, COVID 2020, everything got canceled. And Riverside, I had a whole bunch of merchandise that said Riverside Chattanooga on it, with the dates and everything, and the show got canceled. And obviously, I can't sell that stuff very easily if the show gets canceled. So if there was a risk of Gatlinburg still getting canceled, I can still sell these. So that was kind of my move on that. But as you can tell, they are still a heavily Gatlinburg themed shirt. Pretty much I wanted to use something which this image is actually a picture of Ryan Hunt's 350Z. It's a Rocket Money car with the carbon AG wheels that I shot last year in Gatlinburg. And then pretty much what we did was came up with this cool backdrop that has the mountains, the moon, the stars and everything. I wanted to keep it like very nighttime themed because I think it looks cooler. And you know, we got some good glow from the headlights, a little bit of glow from the tail lights, and yeah, I think this came out absolutely sick. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the new shirt. These are going to be at Gatlinburg next weekend, and if there's any left, they'll be on the store afterwards, obviously. Can't guarantee how many will be left. And this isn't the only thing. There is more. Oh, yeah, you thought I was going to show you something else. Well, I actually do not have anything that I can show you necessarily. So we are cutting it a little bit close, and it has actually been super stressful trying to get everything organized for Gatlinburg. Because of COVID, a lot of suppliers are out of stock of certain things. So those shirts were actually supposed to be black shirts, and I guess every supplier seems to be out of 2X and 3X in the shirts that I do. And I didn't want to compromise on the quality for just those sizes, so instead I decided we'd try out doing a charcoal gray shirt. And amazingly, I actually think it turned out better. I really like the charcoal gray shirts. As you know, most of the shirts that I've done have been black, other than the fitment shirts in white. It's just a little bit different, and I'm super pumped on the way that those came out. Now, the other issue is I had planned that I was going to do a super limited, really dope windbreaker, because I know everybody went crazy over the Riverside windbreakers. Oh, that's not gonna work. That'll work. So, I just started with a new supplier. Obviously I worked for my old supplier and the company sucked to work for, so I quit my job. But anyway, I started with a new supplier, and pretty much I left it a little bit too late to be ordering everything for the event, so it was a little bit of a rush to get everything done in time, and unfortunately they actually don't have a whole lot of experience with printing on nylon windbreakers, and we could have just said fuck it and try it out, but then it runs the risk of, hey, what if they end up getting fucked up, or what if you guys buy them and wash them for the first time and everything comes out of them. So it wasn't a risk that I wanted to take, and sure, I could have just gone to a different supplier, but I like to be loyal, and I also didn't want to take the risk of another supplier letting me down. So I say we made a compromise, but I actually don't think that we did. I pretty much changed the plans up and did something that I'm really excited about. Instead of windbreakers, I am doing hoodies. Now, not regular hoodies. Pretty sure that these blanks have actually not been used by anybody in the car community yet, especially this colorway. I'm not going to release too much yet because I want to kind of tease you guys with it, but I will say it is very different. I definitely haven't seen it done before, and the design itself, for everybody that is on my mailing list, you may have received an email a couple of weeks back that actually teased out what the design was. I will give you guys a little hint. Burn the house down. That's all you're going to know right now, but I'm very excited about this, and it is going to be extremely limited. Now, the hoodies that I'm using are super goddamn nice. They are so comfortable. I mean, in fact, everything that I do is always the highest quality possible. Anybody that has my shirts can happily agree that they are like the nicest shirts that they own. The hoodies will be no different, and they're going to be super heavy as well. I know it's not hoodie season yet, but you will thank me when hoodie season rolls around and you have these bad motherfuckers. So, those are coming. They will be here on Monday, so they're still making it here in time. You guys are going to have to wait a couple days, sometime in the week. I will be posting those, what they are, what they look like. And I'm going to let you know right now, there's only going to be 50 of them. I'm never making them again. That's it. Same deal with the windbreakers that I did for Riverside. I did 50 of those. They were a cool color. Everybody liked them. They sold out in like 10 or 15 minutes. When you see these, if they are something that you want, one, please don't hit me up and be like, hey, can you reserve me one? No, it's not happening. Two, how can you get it? Come to Gatlinburg. Probably make sure that you're there immediately at the booth Saturday, because I can't guarantee that any of that stuff will be around until Sunday. It may have sold out by then. But wait, there's more. I finally have stickers back in stock. I do just have these simple, like the classic logo, LEP decals. We will have those. There's quite a few of those. I've actually given out a bunch before now, so I had double that, but they seem to be going fast, so I've stopped giving them out because I don't want to get rid of them too soon. Not only that, I also have, oh shit son, air fresheners. This is a picture that I shot of Riverside in the evening of mine and Dallas's car. Has the logo on there. These are Black Ice scented. It's like my favorite scent, so if you don't like Black Ice, sorry, but there's a whole bunch of those. And if we come back over to the box, oh shit, we got slaps of this design. There is a whole shit ton of these too. Not only all of this stuff, I will have all of the current stuff that is on the website. So I have the Drive and Shoot hoodies, Drive and Shoot t-shirts, I have the Fitment shirts in white, Fitment shirts in black. Couple hats are left. There's a few Futura shirts left and a couple Riverside shirts left. The Futura shirts and Riverside shirts will be heavily discounted. I was actually hoping and planning that I was going to have a lot more stuff for Gatlinburg, but this past month, or in fact this past year, has been an insane struggle. So of course you guys know this year has been rough with COVID-19 going on. Everything has been cancelled, people losing their jobs, people without money, the economy's fucked. Everything has kind of been a struggle for everybody. I understand that, we're all kind of in the same boat. As you guys knew, at the start of this year, I was heavily pushing the fact that I was going to be a vendor for Riverside. Now that was going to be the very first show that I was a vendor for. I was extremely nervous about it. I was extremely excited about it. I put a lot of money into that show too, getting everything ready for it. It was a big risk too. I am not made of money. I don't really have any kind of backing. I'm just trying to do what I can. And so it was a big risk for me to do that, and I had never even considered that the show would get canceled because of a pandemic. Like that wasn't a thing at the start of the year when we started preparing for all of this. And even a week before, it wasn't a thing. Nobody was concerned about it. And as you guys saw, the show got canceled literally the day before. I was terrified. I was pretty concerned that I had just basically dumped all of the money that I had into getting merchandise for this show, being a vendor for it. I had worked real hard to make sure that everything was in place, that we were going to get good media, we were going to have good quality clothes there, the booth cars were incredible, the booth looked amazing, and then everything fell through, and I was terrified that I had just literally thrown everything away. We went to Chattanooga anyway, and we set up in a parking lot and tried to sell as much stuff as we could. We did pretty good to try and return some of that money. I wouldn't say that I profited by any means. It was a shock, and I never expected it to happen. We weren't really taking the pandemic all that serious at that time. We were like, oh shit, this is crazy. And then after we got home from that, quarantines started happening, lockdowns, everything got very serious very quickly. And I realized at that point, like, okay, there's probably not going to be any shows this year. And I kept holding on hope. When Slammed Enough Nashville actually came around, I basically told Charlann that I don't want to take the risk again. I'm terrified that I'm going to put everything into this and it fall through. So I decided against being a vendor for that show, and we went to the show. It didn't get cancelled, and it was a massive turnout. So maybe I should have been, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. It was way too big of a risk. You know, it's been some months since then, and everything has been calming down a little bit. I mean, everything's still crazy, and cases are still going on, blah, 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 and shows are still kind of on and off. Gatlinburg is like the biggest show of the year for me. If you guys weren't aware, I kind of put Gatlinburg like as a show on the map from doing after movies all of these years. The first year that I went, I made a video and it blew up. The next year, so many more people showed up just because they'd seen that video online. And then years after that, I'm still making those videos, and I've stopped doing it now because it was way too much pressure and I didn't enjoy doing it. This time around, I've obviously taken the necessary fail-safes to avoid some of the issues of Riverside. I haven't done anything that was specifically branded for that show and those dates, although I do have products that are themed for that show. That way, if it does get cancelled, something happens, I can still sell that stuff afterwards. I'm going to talk about kind of the past month. I was working in screen printing and embroidery, as you guys knew. I'm not going to get too into the details, but sucky company, sucky boss. I had to leave. I had absolutely no choice but to leave that place. There wasn't a care in the world for employees. And for the past like 2 months, I've obviously been unemployed. Now, I've been able to do little things here and there to try and stay afloat, but not exactly well off currently. And honestly, working on my car so consistently throughout that time has really helped me mentally deal with the stress and kind of not really worry too much. Just being able to get some side work here and there to be able to cover bills and stuff like that. So this show is obviously a risk still. I have put a lot of money into getting everything ready for this, but I have confidence and I have faith in that all of my products are of the highest standard. The designs are extremely good, and I think that you guys actually like the stuff and want to support. Or I hope so, anyway, but we'll see how it goes. I am still excited. And so yeah, last year I tried to walk around that show. I was in there maybe 10 or 15 minutes on one of the days and I saw 0 cars. And the reason was because you guys were coming up to me and talking to me. We had some really good conversations. I met some awesome people and I'm super thankful for that. I think that is awesome. And me being a vendor, I think, is actually a better way for me to engage with you guys and somewhat enjoy the show a little better. In previous years, I have been super busy just running around trying to do photo shoots and video shoots because I needed to. I needed to make the money to bring it home so that we could pay bills or so that I could buy something that I needed, like camera stuff or parts for the car. And now being a vendor, it's like, okay, I don't have to do any of that. Go down there on Thursday. I have Thursday and Friday to enjoy the town and see people and hang out and go to the meets and stuff. And then Saturday and Sunday, I can be at the show all day and I get to literally meet you guys, talk to you guys, hang out. And I think that is awesome. I cannot wait. So come by the booth, come say what's up. I cannot wait to see some of you guys. I can't wait to see some of the cars. And I do have one last thing I want to talk about though. I feel like I should do a little contest in Gatlinburg that involves media, because obviously you guys know who I am, you know the stuff that I'm involved with, and you know that my brand is kind of a little bit based around media stuff. Alright, so my idea is this. I want to do a little contest. Basically, I'll give $100 to the person that gives me the best picture of them wearing LEP merchandise in Gatlinburg. It could be with cars, it could be in the mountains with views, it could be a cool lifestyle picture, it could be a party picture. I don't care, I just want the sickest pictures possible of you guys actually wearing the merchandise in Gatlinburg. I'll give $50 to the runner-up as well. That way, it gets you guys out there being creative, gives me some images that I can use for marketing, and you can win $100 or $50. Just easy way for me to give back, and I feel like this will be a cool thing to do at other events in the future to just get you guys out there being creative, give you some money. In the future, I mean, if this works out in the future, maybe we'll make it bigger, or maybe we'll do something crazier. It'd be sick in the future to do like $1,000 for the sickest picture. I mean, I don't know that that's realistic, but never know. I'll be making an Instagram post slightly closer to the weekend that will have all of the rules and everything in it, but I figured I'd announce it on here just so that you guys know. I think that's a pretty cool idea. I think it'll be fun for some of you guys, and it doesn't have to be merch that you bought at Gatlinburg. It could be any LEP merch, so if you bought shirts previously, hats, whatever, while you're there, I'm not saying go completely out of your way to just try and get the amazing pictures, because I feel like then if you don't win, you're going to be disappointed. But if you see the opportunity, you're in somewhere with a nice view and you're wearing the shirt, have someone take a picture. Be creative. It's completely up to you. Shoot pictures with cars, views, I don't care. I just think that it's an awesome opportunity for you guys to do something, and I can give, you know, 2 of you guys some money. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching the video. I apologize that it was just me, my face, and me talking. If you hate my face, I apologize. Good thing is I'll be wearing a mask next weekend, so you won't have to see my face. Briefly, I don't really know what's going to be happening content-wise for Gatlinburg. I'm hoping that I will be filming some vlogs throughout the weekend. It might be a little bit difficult with everything that I have going on, but I'm going to try my hardest. I do have this camera and then the A7S II. There's a chance that I can kind of hand off the camera to someone else and they can help me out, go walk around and look at some of the cars, and maybe I can find somebody to film some cinematic stuff for me to like throw in the vlogs. So if you're a filmmaker, please hit my DMs. I'm happy to pay people. Yeah, I'm excited about that. And also booth cars. I'm not going to announce the booth cars in this video just yet. We do have some cool booth cars. There's 2 cars for each day. I'm not going to hint at too much. I will let you guys kind of wait until the show to see what I have, or closer to it at least. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the merchandise that we have for this show. And if you're excited about Gatlinburg, hit a thumbs up on this video, share it, whatever. Massively appreciate it. But yeah, we will see you guys in a week's time in the mountains. And I might have another video come out on here between now and then. I don't really know. The next week's probably going to be a little bit stressful getting everything organized. Yeah, I'm going to stop waffling on. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.